So they got me a replica of that same title that Mankind is holding. When I say it is my most prized possession, I lived with a girl, like, when a breakup is about to happen. And I took two things with me before the breakup. I took my PS4 and I took my title.
Did you put the belt like over the shoulder out the door, or was it like in a bag?
No, I put it in my fist and then raised it as I got in the elevator. Like the end of fucking The Breakfast Club.
The Dropkick Kid.
Don't you
Forget about me. The guy who's going back to his parents beating him.
Yeah, right. But I got this
I gotta
nice
go to my
earring.
shitty life. Welcome to Games with Names. I'm Julian Edelman. They're Jack and Kyler, and we are on a mission to find the greatest game of all time. On today's episode, we are covering the I Quit match between The Rock and Mankind from 1999's Royal Rumble with actor, wrestling fanatic, and LA sports diehard O'Shea Jackson Jr. And we get to talking. The first time he met The Rock, loves The Rock, loves him.
My dad was like, dude, talk to him. Like, I can't talk.
What it's like acting with Godzilla.
I'm getting my head right, like, man, this is a dream come true, and then it hit me. I'm not gonna see Godzilla there.
No.
I don't like
CGI.
Yeah, I'm just running away from like blue walls in a tennis ball.
And then we get into the wrestling culture in the 90s.
Jabroni.
Because they'd always leave you on the craziest cliffhanger on Raw.
Yeah, but that's how they...
I'd be like, no, 5 more minutes.
Yeah, bro, reel you in, dude.
And then we do a little New Orleans recap in this week's edition of The Chill Zone, presented by Coors Light. You gotta stick around to the very, very end. Let's go. Games with Names is a production of iHeartRadio. January 24th, 1999, Anaheim Pond, Anaheim, California.
Two legends, a ladder, a folding chair, handcuffs, and one phrase that will end it all.
I'll never say it. This is the Blood in the Pond I Quit match.
With your bitch ass. Dude, hold on, because I went to you guys' last Patriots versus Giants, right? In Lucas Oil Stadium, Indianapolis.
Hated that.
I know.
11.
But you were concussed, bro. You got hit.
That wasn't that one.
No?
That was 49 against the Seahawks.
Yeah, you got hit and stayed in that fucking game, and I was furious. I was like, no, 10, and you shook that shit off.
They didn't have it yet.
They
They didn't have the spotter rule
where
in
like,
that game.
okay.
After that game is when they put the independent neurologist
Yeah.
for the spotter that had to call. Then now you get to call the buzz.
Yeah, bro. I should have buzzed you.
I wasn't concussed though.
You got rocked.
I got rocked, but I got back up. If you're concussed, you ain't getting back
We're
up.
for sure going to see a concussion in this one, though.
I'm already concussed. Are we good to roll?
Yeah? All right.
And they're fully in. Kyler's part of the show. Jack's in the hemisphere somewhere. But welcome to Games with Names. O'Shea Jackson.
Yeah.
We are sitting here and we picked a match. We picked a game that brought me down memory lane. I'm sitting here when you picked the game that you wanted to talk about, it brought me to my childhood.
Yeah.
It really brought me to detention. It really brought me to detention because he picked the I Quit match in 1999, Rock versus Mankind. This is in the Royal Rumble. In one sentence, why'd you pick this match?
Well, it was really around the time where I started to watch wrestling like on a weekly basis. As a kid, my older brother, Daryl, showed me wrestling, but he showed me through Sega Genesis. WWF Raw was the game. I'm learning about, Shawn Michaels, Bam Bam Bigelow, Doink the Clown, Undertaker. And from there, it was, we could watch this on TV. And then it started to, be like, all right, we got to catch Raw, see what's going on. But around 99 going into 2000, that's when I was locked in. And The Rock was my favorite at this time. I didn't fully appreciate Mick Foley, but now in my older age, I fully respect Mick Foley.
Yeah.
Like, Mick Foley is a wrestling god. And, The Rock in his full-on heel, how could you not want to watch this match?
Without a doubt. Is this the greatest match of all time?
Oh, no, dude. That's so... I don't even know how to measure that. But number one, you got to think, when you see Mankind, obviously you think about him and Undertaker and Hell in a Cell. The Rock has had some great classics with Stone Cold Steve Austin, what I think is the greatest rivalry in wrestling. And so it's not the greatest of all time, but between these two, I'm pretty sure there's a pretty serious headshot that changed the game as far as taking chairs to the head in this match.
FIFA took 5 of them,
bro. So it's definitely one of the most memorable.
After were crazy,
dude. It's brutal, and The Rock cheats.
So this is when The Rock was a heel. We'll get into the match.
Yeah,
but this is when The Rock was a heel. I didn't like The Rock at this time. I was a Stone Cold guy.
Yeah,
because they like you said, they were in the rivalry. So cool that you're here. Den of Thieves 2.
Yeah,
coming out.
Yeah.
How was
DVD.
shooting that? We're getting diamonds this time. We already hit the Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
Potentially, I heard they just maybe greenlit a 3rd one. How was doing 2? And then what are we stealing in 3?
2 was it was awesome, man. It was the shit.
In London.
No, we shot it in the Canary Islands.
Canary Islands?
Which is like Spain's Hawaii. It's not mainland Spain.
I'm convinced the actors in Hollywood, you guys just do these exotic trips just to take these and shoot in these places so you guys get to just be there for 3 months.
I mean, it doesn't hurt. Before this, I shot I shot a series in Virginia.
Wasn't the same.
It's not the same. No disrespect to Virginia, but y'all can have Richmond. Like, that's yours. I won't bother you for it ever again.
Shout out Mike Vick. Shout out Mike Vick. Norfolk State. Shout out Mike Vick.
Yeah, being a Los Angeles kid, Richmond, Virginia is just different.
Different.
It's different,
Mount Trasho.
Yeah, we were down there, and it was a gun rally happening, and I'm just like, there was a situation where we were moving hotels. And, there's a lot of orange, a lot of camouflage in the lobby. I hear, "Hey, are you Ice Cube's kid?" "Yes. Sure loved you in that movie." And they're like, that was it, But it's like, Virginia's wild. Wild place. Had a hotel on a plantation. Shit was crazy. It's just crazy down there, man.
It is different. That's anytime you touch that Macy Dixie line, there's a little something. Yeah. How was the Canary Islands though? Den of Thieves 2.
That's awesome. The people over there are great. We were in Tenerife.
Where is that? I have no clue. I'm not a geography guy.
Yeah, Canary Islands is a 2-hour boat ride from Africa. So it's not like all in Spain.
Northern Spain.
That's why I call it like Spain's Hawaii, because it's this island that's like
North
Spain
Africa
territory.
It's a series of rugged volcanic islands northwest of Africa.
See, that's why I need a team on my podcast.
Is that near Algeria and stuff?
No, it's like
Morocco.
Yeah. But it was great. I mean, you're on an island all day.
Yeah.
You might get a sprinkle of rain here and there, some fog. Other than that, you're chilling. And it's really cool, really nice people, really good food. Can't knock it. It's probably, I advise you to learn Spanish.
Yeah.
Get a little bit under your belt.
But it's a different Spanish in Spain.
Yeah, it's not
I
like... I
speak Mexican Spanish. I'm from California. So I'll be over here speaking Spanish out here. When I go to like Spain, they have no clue what I'm saying.
Yeah, they look at you different. You speak Los Angeles.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's probably kind of like how I just went to New Orleans for the Super Bowl, and they were speaking English that was not English.
Yeah, no. It's a twang, as they call it.
It's like French, Creole, English all together. So like the different the different accents and
Yeah, just like,
you can assume you appreciate, you can understand it in English, but you never think about it in Spanish.
yeah. I mean, when it comes to Louisiana, when they're like, I think about no disrespect, but the groundskeeper from Waterboy, Bobby Boucher, like, I think about that a lot. But I know it's not all that bad. I know that was exaggerated, but I can't help but think about it because it's funny.
I went on a fan boat.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I did that thing like last week, gators and stuff.
And they just had snow before the Super Bowl.
They did.
Gators frozen in the water.
You know what? I went there and I realized I was like, California. The first thing I look at, I was like, man, this water's polluted. That's the first thing.
Your water.
That's the first thing I looked at. I was like, and I'm over here like, I'm like conservative. I was like, man, they don't recycle and shit.
Yeah, your water's thick. Thick water, bro.
This guy's like, we like to put diesel under our boat to make it go faster. I'm like, what about the fish?
They're there.
And the gator. It was great. So, Den of Thieves 2, you've been awesome. You did Obi-Wan, you did Den of Thieves 1.
Yeah.
Take us through like a day-to-day life as an actor and a father. What is your day-to-day life like?
Depending on the time zone is when you can like FaceTime back at home. My daughter now, she's 7, second grade, full-time job. Full-time job.
I got an 8-year-old, second grade.
Yeah, bro, it's full-time job. But yeah, day to day, it'll probably, depending on the call time, it can be as bad as 4:30 a.m. or you can have a nice, easy 6 p.m. call time, depending on how much you're filming. And now, if you're high on the call sheet and you got a lot of scenes, that's going to fluctuate all the time. And, 6 p.m., going to work at 6 p.m. sounds great, but as an actor, we're probably shooting nights, which means that I'm probably going to get off work at 6 a.m. So it's a gift and a curse to see that. But from there, you probably been looking at the sides, which are like your lines for the day, the night before. Get into the trailer, probably get you something to eat. Depending on what time you get there, I like to get to work an hour and a half early if I can, because it allows me to kind of get there, chill, wrap my mind around what's going on.
Not feel rushed.
Yeah, because if you get there rushed and they're throwing you in the hair and makeup and you're trying to learn your lines while somebody's trying to paint your face, it takes your mind completely away from your task. And then from there, depending on what you got, if you got like a fight scene, you're in for a long day.
Yeah.
It might say one scene on the call sheet, but if it's a fight scene, depending on how epic it is, you're going to be there for a long time. My dad did a movie called Fist Fight with Charlie Day. And at the end of that movie, they have this epic fight that's like a 5-minute fight. Took them 6 days to shoot.
Yeah.
And it's just like constantly going back and all the things that have to go into it. So a lot of times these action sequences that you see that are like 3, 4, 5 minutes long probably took, almost a business week. And then y'all get on the internet and trash it after somebody just, almost lost a leg because of a stunt. It's crazy out there.
I get it.
I'm a survivor.
Dude. and that's what people don't realize. I mean, you have, like, when you have to go to work at 6 o'clock,
yeah,
you get there an hour and a half before. Like, it's hard to probably just turn it on.
Yeah, be somebody else.
Exactly. Like when I would go to work, my work day, I would go there 2-3 hours before because I didn't like to be felt like I was rushing for anything. I wanted to get my routine in, and then I wanted to go out and put everything in before to make me feel and go perform my best that day.
Yeah.
And that's why I marvel at like actors and performers and people in the arts and like musicians where they can like go at any time and just turn it on.
Yeah.
And you have to turn it on. Now, when you're not turning it on, you're not acting and you have some downtime, are you just full daddy daycare or what?
I mean, if I'm like Den of Thieves takes me overseas or, if it's hard to get a film that films in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Because
tax breaks, bro. Everyone's leaving
very
now.
Expensive. Yeah.
Everyone's leaving now.
So, a lot of times is seeing what time it is back at home, FaceTime my daughter, how was school? Of course, kids never want to tell you the full of how school was.
They don't tell you anything.
Yeah, it was just, how was school? It's okay. No, what happened? I don't remember. What do you mean you don't remember? What were you doing? So I look at it like even when I pick her up, she just got off work. If I got off work, I don't remember, man. Give me some time. So I let her unwind, get the iPad out, and then she starts gossiping. And then I know all the deets.
Yeah.
But doing that overseas is a little,
Dropping
it's
the
a little
T.
harder. So in between them, if I'm not FaceTiming her, I'm on PlayStation, I'm watching anime, or I'm watching wrestling.
What's the game on PlayStation?
Obviously, Grand Theft Auto 5.
The new one? Is it coming out?
It's coming out. But Grand Theft Auto 5 I've been playing that game for 12 years. Like, that game has been on Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, and now my PlayStation 5. That's incredible. Like, I didn't have a child when that game came out. And I'm still
But
playing
aren't
it.
all the missions completed if you've been doing it for 12
You
years?
go online, bro.
So
Online.
what are you just lifting weights, getting your guy yoked up, just robbing shit?
No, dude.
You literally are you method acting the whole time when
No.
you're just fucking playing Grand Theft Auto, getting yourself ready for Den of Thieves 5 coming up?
What they do is there's Grand Theft Auto, the game, obviously that's what you get, but then there's Grand Theft Auto Online where they take you and 15 other players and they put you in one city. So it is havoc, bro. It is chaos. People got jets, tanks, and this, that, and the third. You can team up together to rob banks and heists and things like that. So it's always something to do. And if you got a squad of like 4 of your homies and you're like, yo, let's just meet up in the city and just cause hell, that's a good 2-3 hours of entertainment.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
but that on top of NBA 2K, WWE 2K, because
FIFA? Any FIFA?
No, I haven't played FIFA since college, bro. Shout out to my SC buddies, but yeah, there used to be crazy tournaments in the dorms.
Dude, I'm on the FIFA right now, and I'm with all my high school friends, and we're clubs, and so everyone makes their own player.
Oh yeah,
So and you play that one player the whole match.
yes.
So like we're sitting there, just I don't even know soccer that well, but I learned it through FIFA. My guy, like it reminds me of back in the day when we used to play Call of Duty. I would play with Randy Moss. And he was the old head on the team, and I was like a little 22-year-old, and we would be teaming up playing Call of Duty, and all of a sudden you'd see Randy's guy looking up in the fucking sky and stuff, and he'd be like, "Man, this graphics are hella good." Like that's how I feel now on the video games. I'm the old head,
Yeah, just admiring details.
admiring details. And I always argue that I'm 38, so I grew up on Sega, which is 3 buttons.
Yeah.
These
ABC.
kids are coming out using the dexterity in their fingers with paddles and shit as their first controller. Of course, they're gonna be computing this shit hella better.
And also, any console player going up against people on a computer, you're
It's
gonna
the
lose.
worst because they're over here with a mouse
killing
click.
you, bro. They're
Are
killing you.
you a computer guy?
No, I need it. I need my PlayStation is my pride and joy. I take her everywhere. I took her to Tenerife.
Yeah.
And I'd say her because her name's Lucille, and she's had my back for 30 years.
Hell yeah. Well, the thing is, I completely understand. Keeps you out of trouble.
Yeah.
The video games keep you out of trouble, and you get to connect with the boys.
Yeah, and it's also life is less expensive.
Way less.
If I'm going out, and I gotta go to, the boys want to go out to some club, or like I'm always going out for dinner or something, bro. That adds up.
That adds up.
PlayStation every couple months, $60. New game.
1,000 V-Bucks go a long way. 1,000 V-Bucks go a long way. That's at least 12 nights.
Yeah, so I'm not giving up video games for nothing, bro.
Now, love video games. You also big sports fan.
Yeah.
LA sports.
Yeah, we're doing really good right now.
You guys got so many superstars.
It's crazy. What a time to be alive.
I mean,
Julian
but you
Edelman.
have to out here to compete with like the beach. You got to compete with like the mountains.
Yeah.
What's your hierarchy of LA sports teams?
My Lakers are first and foremost.
It's a Lakers town.
Lakers first and foremost. That was, bro, when I was in 3rd grade, Shaq and Kobe are at the height of their powers.
Hated them.
I was so disrespectful for that age. It was like the best time in the world. And my favorite part about being a Laker fan is that, like, there are no dark ages, bro. It just doesn't exist. Like,
Doesn't.
Will Chamberlain just walks in, wants to be a part of your team. Kareem, same thing. Magic, you win in a coin flip. We won Magic Johnson in a coin flip.
Literally.
He like the other way, he's a Chicago Bull. And James Worthy, we won the chip. And then the next year, we have the #1 draft pick.
Shit's
if that
scripted.
happened this year, the internet would explode. And then Shaq walks in. You get Kobe, LeBron. Yeah, I want to be a Laker. And now we get Luka. Like, it's not easy being a Laker fan, but it's not hard either.
This shit is scripted. This shit is scripted.
We're the logo. We're the logo.
Jerry
Every
West.
ball, every jersey, every basket, every court has a Laker on it.
See?
Recognize or step aside.
That's the difference between LA and the Bay. I grew up in the Bay. You know what our basketball team was doing? We were choking out the coach. Spreewell. We were choking out the coach. Baron Davis was dunking on Big Dirk.
Yeah, bro.
We weren't the good team,
It worked out.
but we had swag doing it.
That's right. It
We had
worked out
swag doing it.
eventually.
Now,
Oh, after Lakers, got to go Doyers.
I was gonna
bro.
go. I was jump right into Otani and the translator.
Yeah,
Is this
Doyers,
guy?
bro.
Is he involved? No.
Yeah. Dodgers, man. The Dodgers. Now, anybody who knows me knows that I've never been like a huge baseball fan.
Yeah.
Like, if you like, baseball is better than chamomile tea, bro. Like, that will knock me
Put you
the hell
down.
out. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, it's just like slow game, announcer, got the nice voice. You're out, bro.
Little
Comatose.
Yeah.
And then, when I was a kid, how I got introduced to the Dodgers was through, once again, my older brother, Daryl, the beauties of having an older brother. And my favorite Dodger, because he hit home runs, Mike Piazza. Like, I loved Mike Piazza. And then next thing I know, for whatever reason, Mike Piazza's in New York.
Yeah.
As I got older, I found out the controversy behind that and everything. Thanks, Fox, for buying the team. But then my first baseball game I went to in New York, Shea Stadium.
Yeah.
And then, I remember seeing Mike Piazza crack a home run against the Dodgers and looking at my dad and being like, I'm ready to go now. We dipped. And, I put baseball down for a long time. And then around the time where the Dodgers, we started to get like Manny Ramirez and then the Agon team, it piqued my interest again. And watching those teams get like that hype and then fail, it breaks your heart. And baseball is so many games, dude.
162.
And just like to get your hopes up for so long and then it's over like that. How do you do that every year? I can't.
It's hard.
And then, so you're always keeping an eye and constantly hearing how Kershaw's not going to do it. And, they're just saying he's a choke artist and all this nonsense. And then the pandemic happens and we get one and then they trash it.
Asterisk.
Yeah, so it was just like, bro.
Shortened season.
It's just like the most frustrating sport in the world is baseball. But now, feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah. I mean,
Feeling pretty good right now, bro.
who's next? The
Evil Empire.
What's number 3?
I gotta go my Rams, bro. My Rams, bro.
Now, Rams over Raiders?
That was a movie, bro.
But the LA Raiders were here.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention. When I woke up and I'm starting to recognize sports, they're Oakland. And what happened was one day I asked my mom, because we Raider, whole family. Raider. And then I'll never forget, it was the Buccaneers versus Raiders in the Super Bowl. Yeah, and they decided to keep John Gruden's playbook for some reason. And, they call out the first 19 plays and all that nonsense. And the Raiders lose the Super Bowl. The next day, just out of love for my father, I went to school head to toe in Raider gear, even though we just lost the Super Bowl. Just like, I'm rocking us, yada, yada, yada. And I don't know if you know about 6th, 7th graders. They are some of the most scumbag people on earth.
Oh, yeah.
And I was belittled and trashed for an entire school day because I'm in my Raider gear just for the love of my dad. And from there, it was just like another thing. And just watching my dad ram his head into the wall for this team over and over again. So I got tired of it. I'm like, Mom, why do we go for Oakland? Like, we're not even Oakland. And she's like, well, they were with LA, yada, yada. And then I was like, okay, what's closer to LA, Oakland or San Diego? She said, San Diego. I said, well, then I'm going for San Diego. So I was a Chargers fan for a long time.
Yeah.
And, LaDainian Tomlinson, Lorenzo Neal, Antonio Gates, we were just a powerhouse. Phillip Rivers, who I say is the goodest quarterback of all time.
The goodest quarter.
Because it was just always just right there.
Gosh darn
for
good.
being great. Yeah. And it just never hit. So he's the goodest quarterback of all time. And respect to Phillip Rivers and the
That's
Bolo
fucking
ties. Good. Yeah, the goodest quarterback of all time, Phillip Rivers. And then in 2016, there were the talks of LA's getting a team. It's either going to be the Chargers, Raiders, or Rams. And I pledged on NFL Network, say who I was in LA Raider gear on NFL Network. I said, listen, I want the Raiders to be here because I know the city will go crazy. But whoever shows up first, I'm rocking with no matter what. Rams came first. My Chargers came second. So I pledged whoever comes first, that's who I'm rocking with.
It's a pledge.
Rams came first. I had to cheer for Jeff Fisher.
He's a good.
It was rough.
Dude,
He's
that Hard Knocks
is he
was
a
rough.
good of all time? He's a good of all time.
Bro, no. For Jeff Fisher, he upsets me to different levels, dude. Different levels that I didn't know I had. But the team had me introduce the Rams to the city at this Nike event. We had Jared Goff and Todd Gurley, and the Rams organization has taken care of me ever since. And I'm rocking with the Rams, and it really turned out because I got to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and my dad loves that for me. But yeah, man,
dude. The Rams were in L.A. long time ago.
94.
Yeah, long time ago. Long time ago.
Jackie Slater, one of my roommate, Matthew Slater, his dad played 20 years for him. Hall of Famer.
I don't have it. And they left him. They got good, got Khalil Mack and then all that.
And then they left.
And then they left him. Mm-hmm. They went to Nevada. But, he's still the president of the Raider Nation. I'll always have a soft spot in my heart for the Raiders because even though I am a Rams fan, I'm raised by the autumn wind. And the autumn wind is a Raider. So, that's why I hate the Chiefs.
And then now you love Brady.
Brady's pretty cool. I started appreciating Brady that Atlanta game because the girl I was talking to was from Atlanta and we were in an argument. So then the Patriots won and I love that for me.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
It was great. But yeah. And also, can we talk about how Tom was smiling during that whole Super Bowl?
Was he?
That monster.
Was he cheesing?
Bro, he saw them struggling and they would go to Tom and they're like, yeah, they just got to figure it out. I don't know what it is. They should put me down there. I saw all that, dude.
I think he just got those Hollywood good looks, or he's just always.
Man, he was happy. You could see the twinkle in the eye. If I was Patrick Mahomes, I would have never did that sit-down interview with him. He was just like, I'm the only one that understands you, right? I'm the only one that's been in your position. You know that, right?
Did he incepted him?
Yeah. He got in his head.
Got in him.
Yup. Monster.
Dude, how many dreams did he have to go in? Seriously, did he go 2 dreams or just a 4-dream fucking inception?
Tom Brady, you're a monster.
So he's still winning.
Yeah.
He just still wins.
He won that night, I'll tell you.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So Kings are out of it?
No, Kings, I was there for both Stanley Cups. The only teams that I'm not rocking with is the Clippers. They go to hell.
Clippers.
Yeah, ew. It's gross, bro.
It's not a Clippers town.
Bro.
Have you been to the new stadium?
Yeah, I went there for the Raw when they went to Netflix. They had it in the Intuit Dome. And I thought, this is my first time in here. It's probably my last time because I'm pretty sure Ballmer's going to ban me. So I took my Laker WWE championship belt just to troll.
Just to troll.
Yeah, bro. It's the only championship they'll see in that place.
Nah, they probably aren't going to sniff one for a long time.
Yeah, man. And now they're just taking up space. God
it's a
bless
cool
them.
venue, though. I got tripped out. I went to the Billie Eilish concert there.
Oh, it's a lovely trash can, yes.
And you don't even use freaking tickets. They just read your face.
Yeah, they make you get this app.
Yeah, I hate that.
Oh my God.
That
now
is
my phone got a Clipper logo on
and now they're listening to me.
Yeah, for sure.
They're fully listening. So anytime I say Clipper, I'm getting season ticket thing coming straight to my thing.
Yeah, bro. They used to and there was.
You got to sign up.
I used to not have a real beef with the Clippers. Also, Sparks are above the Clippers. Just want everybody to know. But I used to not have a beef with the Clippers until when they got good, they started doing things like the owner turns our locker room into his playoff office. You're defacing the Magic Johnson statue. You don't have a statue for me to deface out here. Or you're covering up our banners and our retired jerseys. You don't even have a retired jersey for me to cover up. And the worst part about it, they didn't start doing that until they hired a Celtic to be their coach. So now you're really trying to disrespect. So it's been on and popping. I'm cool off the Clippers. They know what it is when I see them. And yeah, let's just keep it that way.
They should go the
Bakersfield.
that. But they could also go the Indianapolis Colts route and put up like a playoff appearance. You could put the playoff appearance
I would love that for them.
in the rafters.
Yeah. I feel like they got a Blake Griffin curse too, by the way.
Blake Griffin?
Yeah, because Steve Ballmer brought out Blake Griffin, had his arm around him, pointed to the rafters like, Blake, one day the 32 is going to be hanging in that rafters. We're going to make you a Clipper for life. And they sent him to Detroit to die.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Then I saw him he was in Boston for a couple weeks.
Yeah, that was cute.
He was. I think he got a ship.
No, he missed it.
No.
He missed it.
Yeah.
Julian, stop it.
Blake.
Did you watch that clip show on FX?
No. Well, shout out to Ramona Shelburne. That's my dog. But no, I didn't see it.
Did you watch the Laker one?
Oh, like Winning Time?
Yeah.
Well, the Lakers have had a few shows. You have to be, which one? Winning Time?
The Winning Time one.
Yeah, I hated that too because I wasn't in it.
Did you audition?
No. But I just felt like I should have got a call.
Should have got a call.
I'm the most aggressive Laker fan on TV, bro. When we had D'Angelo Russell and Brandon Ingram, they had me on ESPN and I said we were winning the chip because I refuse to let any media make me look less of a Laker than I am.
Give us a Mount Rushmore of Lakers fans.
I'm taking up 3 spots with Jack Nicholson.
3.
Like, bro, I go hard for the Lakers. The type of Laker fan I am is the Laker fan I have been always waiting for as a kid. Because Laker fans, they bring a celebrity on, they're there to promote something, and that's it. I'm here to tell you, all the other organizations, with respect to the Celtics, because we're the only double-digit people out there, all you single-digit championship
respect to
teams,
who?
Celtics, respect. You guys are the devil we know. But the rest of you single-digit championship teams, don't you ever in your life think you can talk to a Laker fan the way that you have. How dare you?
Ever.
Scum, vermin. Yeah, I respect the Celtics.
You got to.
But even if it was Boston.
Is it tied right now?
No, you got one on us.
Oh, it's tied.
Yeah, but you got a lot of segregation championships. But it's it's still respect because we've been running the league forever.
What are you talking about? The Bill Russell era?
Bro, he didn't even like y'all. That just tell you everything you know.
Bro, that was just basketball.
Yeah, bro, with 2 different
You
interests.
can't. That's just.
just
Bill got all the rings still.
Listen, bro, I get it.
Rings
Respect
are
to Bill
things.
Russell, but he didn't let y'all in for the jersey retirement. That lets you know everything. Not you, because you a Bay Area guy who got adopted.
I got adopted.
Yeah, it's you won chips for them. Respect.
I was thinking about that. I became an adult in Boston though,
Yeah.
because I left the Bay Area at 18, went to Ohio, and then for 3 years in Ohio, then I went to the East Coast for 12 years. So then I had like an adultism there.
Yeah, you got adopted. Kobe's a Philly guy, but he's an LA dude.
He's an LA dude.
Like, he left Philly when he was 17, and we haven't gotten rid of him since. Like, we hold on to him, bro. They booed him at the All-Star game.
They did.
Yep, disrespectful.
That's disrespectful.
We're a sports history podcast. We yada-yada'd over you being at 2 Stanley Cup games. Can you?
Yeah.
What is it like
Yo,
when the cup
bro.
comes out? Give us it all.
It is
The
number
cup?
1
Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup.
I'm
bro.
drinking a beer out of it.
What?
Yeah, with Sean Thornton back in 11.
I want to hate on you so bad, but you're so chill.
No, let him have it. No, let him have it. Let's go.
Long hair, don't care, drinking beer out of
bro.
it.
I would feel so bad touching that cup, bro, and you just drank out of it. When's the book coming out?
Which book?
You got to write one, dude.
We got like 3.
No,
Amazon.
Man, I need
To
copies,
be fair, they're
bro.
children's books.
Bro. But being there for the cup, you know, that Jonathan Quick led team, seeing the city completely blacked out. Because what they do with LA is they always give us 2 teams in something, and it divides the city every time. Even we were all Galaxy fans until LAFC came. By the way, Galaxy, defending champions. You know what it is. Also, shout out to the Sparks earlier, but the USC women's basketball team is on a tirade.
What's her name on there?
Juju Watkins, bro.
Juju.
Goat.
She's
Goat, bro.
a monster. She's
Goat,
from out here
bro.
too.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out Juju.
The entire city needs to be behind USC. I'm not here for the UCLA propaganda. Fight on. I went to USC. But so when it comes to the cup, bro, there was nothing like that. Like, it was the entire city banding together. Staples Center, back when it was Staples Center, completely blacked out. Welcome to the Black Parade, playing through the speakers. And to get the cup was something I didn't know I needed that bad.
Yeah.
And going to hockey is so much better than, you know, watching it on TV because of the crowd, that environment. And they're like, as much as I love all the other major sports, there is nothing on earth like overtime playoff hockey. Sudden death, next point wins. Oh my God. You want stress. That is stress. And those Jonathan Quick teams, dude, they were everything.
Drew Doughty.
Shout out to Drew Doughty. Yeah, shout out to Drew Doughty. Now my favorite player has been Kopitar for years.
Dude, he's a stud.
We're pretty decent this year. We've made a couple of weird moves, but you know, go Kings go, always.
Have you ever seen Sudden Death with Van Damme?
No.
Well, you dropped Sudden Death in there.
Takes place at the Pittsburgh Penguins Arena.
Yeah. You remember
Shout out to Crosby.
Crosby. You said Sudden Death and brought me there.
That's Jules' hockey knowledge.
No,
It's
I
Van
know
Damme.
hockey. I've been to a few of those games. I used to go to all the Bruins games. It's just,
Shout out to
it's a
Happy Gilmore.
lot.
Somebody I want you to take the time to look up, and I'm gonna put this out in the airwaves. Mike Babcock, you are an evil man.
Ooh.
You are an evil individual, dude. And I can't stand Mike Babcock. Go ahead and look at the history of Mike Babcock.
I used to film for Merrimack College, the Division I hockey program. His kid was on that team, so I was like filming, hanging around that time. That's a bad dude, but that's hockey.
Yeah, but who was the guy? I forget the name of the player, but he had like some odd number of games played where he just needed one more game to hit.
Oh
like
yes.
Yeah.
Let me look that up.
Yeah,
Look at these hockey heads.
bro. Honestly, shout out
Look
to my
at
little
these
brother Sharif and my
hockey
sister
heads.
Karima.
Oh, Mike
Yeah.
Modano.
Or do they call them
Yeah.
puck heads?
American legend, Mike Modano.
Another situation where in the locker room, they got a TV in the locker room. He would take players' phones, airplay it to the TV in the locker room, and just go through their camera roll.
That's
You're a sick individual, dude.
those hockey guys are different now.
I'm gonna let you know right now. You go through my camera roll, it's fisticuffs.
They're probably
Right.
Those hockey guys, they're like their brotherhood that they have is gnarly.
Yeah, don't show my wife in my camera roll.
Yeah, but they're all like drinking pints to it, like cheersing it.
Pints.
Like
Pints
it's
to
crazy.
it.
I never seen these guys could go out and drink. I used to hang out with a bunch of these Bruins in my off season. We'd take the whole bar back to one of the guys' houses. They'd be up all night. They'd be at like free skate the next morning at 9 o'clock, like nothing happened.
They're monsters.
Those
And
guys.
for people who haven't been to hockey, they're way bigger than you think.
They're pretty, but there's also some smaller guys.
Yeah, those are for speed, bro.
Speed.
Speed, bro.
Shout out Johnny Hockey. I'm sad. Shout out my guy.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm convinced Jules is the reason why Tyler Sagan got traded.
Nah, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
What did you do?
Nothing.
No,
That was
okay.
him.
Right,
That was him.
We'll talk later.
That was him. Let's go back into time.
Shout out to the USC women's team. Last night they just upset the #1 UCLA Bruins.
That's what I'm
Let's
talking
go.
about, bro. The
Shout
undefeated
out.
Bruins are undefeated no more. Fight on. Fuqua. You know what Fuqua is?
No, what is Fuqua?
F-UCLA.
Fuqua. Actually,
Yeah, bro. And
Fuqua.
when the rivals are in over at SC, bro, we sell Fuqua shirts, Fuqua bears. You attach them to your bumper, drive them through the city. Yeah, bro. Fuqua all day.
I think the city of LA needs to unite behind the Kings then, because it's the only team that doesn't have two.
Yeah,
about
and
the
the
Ducks?
Sparks.
I just thought about that.
Sparks,
the Sparks.
Bro. Sparks. 3-time WNBA
Don't say the
champion
Ducks.
Sparks. Yeah, bro. The
Anaheim.
This match took place at Anaheim, the pond.
Yeah, but like, so no disrespect to Anaheim. You got Disneyland.
And they had the Angels. Oof.
Hooray.
Best players
Thanks
just
for showing.
leaving.
Yeah.
How can you be a really good, how can you have like two of the best players and like not sniff the playoffs?
Because you don't care.
That's gnarly to me.
Yeah, that's insane. You got Trout and Shohei, and was just like
We're
taking
good.
them to Disney for free.
We're good.
Yeah, that's all we need, baby.
Dude, we just opened up California. You go upside down now.
Yeah, you know, get you a roller coaster.
A roller coaster or two. Let's go back into time around where this match took place, January 24th, 1999. Let's talk over some pop culture. Number one movie, Patch Adams.
Yep. Shout out to Robin Williams. All day.
Shout out.
202 million.
Look at the other
What?
movie.
Yeah. On a $70 million budget.
Wait, what?
It's crazy the film industry here. That Patch Adams at 70 mil made $202 million.
For Patch Adams.
It's all just on rubber noses.
Where did it go?
Wow. But look at the other movies here. You had The Sixth Sense,
Yeah.
The Matrix, Big Daddy, Blair Witch Project, American Pie.
Yeah, Blair Witch, bro. I know that cost what, $200? What, 70 million for Patch Adams?
Is this 70
I
mil?
gotta rewatch Patch Adams. Where did this money go?
It's cocaine for Robin Williams.
I don't think we needed 70 million to put a bear on cocaine and kill Ray Liotta. Like 70 million?
That way, that cost 70 million?
70 million for Patch Adams?
Dude, 90s film industry was wild.
What was in that movie? Okay, Britney Spears is on here.
Baby One More Time was the number one song.
Yeah.
How old? You're 8 years old here?
Yeah, bro. Oh, no, not even. I'm still 7.
What's
February 24th.
What's 7-year-old O'Shea doing right now?
Probably heavily into Godzilla. Heavily into Godzilla.
Really?
Yeah, I
Then
love,
you got-
bro,
and
I
you
love
did the
Godzilla,
movie.
bro.
Was that just a dream come true?
Yeah, it was a dream.
That
like,
and Obi-Wan. You got
Yeah.
two things that you love.
and like now WWE flew me out and basically paid me to play video games the other day. That was insane. But with Godzilla, like I was so excited to get Godzilla. Like I was so pumped. And then I remember my first day of work, I'm driving in, like I'm getting my head right, like, man, this is a dream come true. And then it hit me. I'm not gonna see Godzilla there.
No.
I don't like
CGI.
yeah, I'm just running away from like blue walls in a tennis ball, like for like 3 months.
Is that hard?
Yeah, it sucks. Like you have to make sure everybody's looking at the same random object on a blue wall. You're running from nothing.
Nothing.
And the director, Mike Doherty, shout out to Mike, he would set up speakers around set so he can like make the creature roar if ever he saw us just like he wanted to get us like going.
Scared?
Yeah. And like you got effects and stuff, but yeah, it was garbage. It wasn't like the funnest thing. And then, you know, we had our weapons training and all that stuff, you know, the Green Berets and shout out Colonel Hans Bush. But the big bad in that movie is King Ghidorah, the three-headed dragon. And Ghidorah, whenever he's on screen, brings a hurricane, okay? So every time that I'm in the script near Ghidorah, you have to get wet with gallons and gallons of water. There's a fan on the side that blows wind 100 miles per hour. You're trying to hear your cues, and like you only got doubles of your clothes. So you're coming in smelling like mildew immediately.
Ugh.
Your feet are peeling because you've been fighting Ghidorah for a week, like I told you. And yeah, it was trash.
Socks wet?
Yeah, everything, bro. Everything.
Did you get
bro.
blisters?
Yeah, real bad. And then after
like
we
training
did that
camp.
week of nights, and your feet are peeling and you got a layer of skin you didn't know you had, you go and then we do the Antarctica scene, and you know what they use for snow? Epsom salt. That's great for wounds.
That's great for your eyes.
Yeah, it was, man, great time. And,
Jesus.
yeah, and audiences don't care.
Now, what's up with this weapons training? How
Oh yeah, you got to know gun safety and all that type of stuff. I mean, we're using blanks, but anytime you're on a production and there's weapons involved, you got to go through training. I got UK Special Forces training for Den of Thieves 1. I got Green Beret training for Godzilla, Den of Thieves 3. I don't really know what Slavko does, but he taught me how to use my gun.
Yeah.
You know, Slavko's an interesting guy. He's a good dude though, but like, I don't know if he could come to the U.S.
You're mean. With, you're lethal with it.
Oh, I'm nice, bro. If it's got a pistol grip, I know how to work it.
You can.
Yeah.
Now, do you practice it? Like
every now and then at home. Like at home, I'll still like if I'm peeling around.
Now, do you know how to scout out your own house because of all this?
If I'm peeling around a corner, like sometimes I'll dip and like
Yeah.
do the stuff that you teach from training. Because you know when you're bored, you're either dribbling a basketball around the house or just like it's just a guy thing to like do those motions.
I do that every corner.
Yeah, I'm like around the corner, like.
But I always wonder if I'm doing the right technique.
Yeah. And also, after you watch John Wick, you're just doing that.
1,000%.
Always.
And then I get in a wormhole of fucking on Instagram or whatever. You just have guys clearing corners, and then I'm clearing goddamn corners with Rocky, my dog.
By yourself.
Jesus.
You know, Tiger Woods does that. That's like a hobby of his.
Well, so does.
What?
Doing like tactical training.
Yeah.
What a psycho.
Probably good for his eye.
Tiger Woods, you sick fuck. What a guy, dude.
So Keanu Reeves does it too. He's like,
yeah, but like Keanu Reeves is John Wick.
He really is.
Like that calm shit, like you're lying, bro. You're not that chill.
Compartmentalization.
Yeah, man. That dude's got some demons.
All right, before we wrap up 1999, this was peak American culture here. Like Baby One More Time, Britney Spears, The Sopranos and Family Guy premiere. Jon Stewart takes over The Daily Show. Sixth Sense, The Matrix, Big Daddy, The Blair Witch Project, American Pie are all in theaters this year. Terrell Davis MVP.
Ricky Williams.
Bro, hit one for
My
Ricky.
guy.
Heisman.
He came on here. He's a cool dude. Let's jump into the match.
So The Rock was on the precipice of becoming a full-time megastar at this point. Fan support picked up for The Rock in
He was the
1998.
heel though at this time.
For this
He was
show, he
heely.
was the heel.
Now, were you WCW or WWF?
WWF, but WCW, like
You jump back.
I was too young to like prefer. I was just excited to see wrestling. Yeah, so like at the time I came in to like really start watching WCW, I was at the point where in my life I thought Hulk Hogan was a WCW guy.
Yeah.
You know, I never saw the red and yellow. I just know this dude from being over here. And then I think it was watching, I noticed that this dude, Scott Hall, looks a lot like Razor Ramon. And then my brother was like, yeah, he was with WWE. What do you mean he was with WWE? And then so I started to piece together like, oh, that's Diesel. Diesel's on. So then like now I'm like, oh my God, these are two companies that people can jump ship. And, you know, then you start to, you know, like
Goldberg.
Brett's there. Goldberg, Diamond Dallas Page.
DDP.
So, you know, I was really into WCW, but WWF.
Just seemed like it was the
nothing
gold
like it.
standard.
Yeah, dude.
Like
Stone
WCW
Cold,
seemed
Triple
a
H.
little.
It's a little Pepsi.
It was Pepsi.
It's a little Pepsi.
It was a little, you know,
Pepsi's
like
still good.
Hey, great.
Pepsi, yeah.
When you need a soda,
Yeah, Pepsi's good.
but it ain't Coke.
Go.
No one ever says, is Coke okay?
Yeah.
There's also not an amendment that is grandfathered in for the recipe or something.
Right.
The use of it. I just saw something about Coke.
You know, somebody, an employee took the secret formula to Pepsi. Pepsi took it to Cola and snitched on the employee.
that's respect.
That's respect. Yeah,
That's
respect to Pepsi, bro.
Respect to Pepsi. Say, hey, we're not joining them.
Also, Pepsi's winning in some categories. Pepsi's Gatorade.
Pepsi's Gatorade, and they also
Powerade's Coke.
What are they? What's their? Are they 7-Up or Sprite? They're Sprite.
Coke is Sprite.
Oh, Sprite's better.
I think Pepsi's Sierra Mist or
The new Starry?
Starry. They changed it to Starry. now.
Starry's getting some hype. It used to be Sierra Mist.
Yeah. I always tripped off how like
What's 7-Up?
7-Up. It's probably Coca-Cola too. But honestly,
Coca?
like when I was a kid, I always tripped out on like how Sprite was for basketball players.
Yeah.
It's like that doesn't help you play basketball.
Not at all.
dude.
7-Up is Pepsi.
7-Up's Pepsi?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they get both. They got 2 lemon lime drinks?
Yeah. Weird.
Freaks. Go ahead, Pepsi.
7-Up's a little tartar, not as sweet.
Okay, I feel you.
I can blind taste these things like no other.
7-Up had a video game back in the day for Sega
I
Genesis.
remember,
The
and it was
dot.
kind of tight.
Yeah, the dot, bro. You
He
throw
was
bubbles.
a swaggy little dot.
Yeah, bro, with the glasses, the
And he had
sneaks.
the sneaks.
Yeah, bro.
I remember that 7-Up game.
Yeah.
Let's jump into the match.
I'm coming back for a part
Well,
two, bro.
let's
This
give
is
some-
too chill.
Give some
I was going into 7-Up.
some more Rock love here.
Yeah.
Fucking rock.
So his signature move was the rock bottom, keep his
Yep.
elbow. His moniker was the People's Champ, the great one,
Still is.
and the Brahma Bull.
Yeah. Go 1-on-1
his
with the
dad.
great one. Yep. Rocky Johnson, dude.
Can you give us some rock phrases? Got any rock
Jabroni?
phrases? Jabroni.
Jabroni.
What else did he say?
Rudy Poo, candy ass.
Candy ass.
Yup. In
Trash.
front of the millions and millions of the Rocks fans, dude. Hell yeah.
What he used to always call him a piece of trash.
Yeah, piece of trash is great. Also, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro. It was so big that Wyclef made a song about it.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. That
Know your
was
role,
the
shut your
shit.
mouth.
Jabroni
Know your
Avenue.
role, shut your mouth. Yeah, those,
Know your
those,
role
Those were
and
video
shut-
games.
I
Like,
got suspended for doing the X-Pac
yeah,
to
suck it.
my teacher.
Oh wow,
But
that took a turn, bro.
let me paint the
Fucking
picture.
abusing faculty.
No, okay, this is like 1998. Okay,
Okay.
I'm sitting there, and we had to sit down while we ate our lunch before we could go play. I went to
Seems like
private
standard
school.
issue. Yeah.
Mr. Callis, shout out, R.I.P. He was going that way towards the fence, and I went to Catholic school. So
Oh.
he goes towards the fence. I get up and I'm like straight, suck it, double, triple, right? Doesn't see.
Okay.
Think I get away scot free.
Right.
Old Janet walking by the fucking school. Old Janet
That's a Janet move if I've ever heard of it.
waves down Mr. Callis, tells him everything. As I'm watching, I'm sitting there eating my mom's PB&J. I'm sitting on the watching this thing. I'm like, there's no way this lady's gonna say anything. They both point back and look, and she points at me. He starts scold walking to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Before he came, he goes, go to Miss Anthony's office. So when I did, got suspended for that. For narc.
Right.
Narc.
Snitchy McRat, bro.
Snitches get stitches, Janet.
Damn, Janet. Like
I saw you at mass 3 days later. You looked me in the eye. Cause I didn't go up for communion, so she looked me in the eye because I was the kid in the pew.
Dude.
Fucking yeah,
Did it to
so
a
wrestling.
Teacher? A teacher's crazy. Like I thought you were like you know when you get the pass to go to the bathroom and like classroom doors are open so you see your friends.
Yeah, you'd be like, what's
hit
up?
one of them up. but, like-
1000%.
Wait, were you guys a cross or like a
Both.
V?
Yeah, both.
You're doing both.
Yeah.
Cross. I
Yeah,
was
bro.
doing jumps in the air and shit.
That's athleticism, baby.
Yeah, bro, it was bad. Now you're a huge rock fan.
Dude,
Huge.
Like The Rock was my guy. And funny story, I'm in 6th grade, 12 years old, you know, not at the height of my powers as Shay, but I'm getting there. And so 6th grade, word around the school spreads like wildfire. Shay, your dad's here. Shay, your dad's here. Your dad's here. Shay, your dad's here. So I'm thinking, fuck, what did I do? Like, oh my God. Like, this is picking me up from school is grandma business. Like, my dad's not doing this,
Yeah.
dude. So I'm like, I'm fucked. I can't think of what I did. And
Did
that's
my
the
weed bag
worst.
get out? Did he find my porno? What did he do?
What is going on? And then, so when I get outside, he's outside in the nice car.
Okay.
Now, we got family vehicles, 4 doors, but he's here in the 2-door. So this is the nice car. So I'm like, okay,
We going
thumbs
somewhere.
up. I get in the car. He's like, so how was school? It's fine. How are you? And he was like, well, I'm good. You know where you're going? I said, no. So he drives all the way to Venice. For a little kid in the valley, going to Venice at 3 p.m.
Hour.
Yeah, bro, it's taking forever. We sit down at this restaurant. We're at a table that's bigger than it should be for 2 people. And then in walks my fucking hero, The Rock. And he just sits next to me. And him and my dad have a meeting over lunch. And I am starstruck beyond belief. I can't talk. I can't get any words to come out of my mouth. And I'm just sitting watching this dude. And I, like, as a kid, the memories I have from it is I got a cheeseburger. He got a cheeseburger. I got a root beer. He got a Diet Coke. Thought that was weird. Wasn't really feeling that.
Yeah.
But like,
Wanted caffeine, but he didn't want the sugar.
yeah, my dad was like, dude, talk to him. Like, whose ass do you want him to kick? And I'm just like, like I can't talk. And like, he signed my shirt. We took a picture. He paid for his meal. Lady came back for the change. He didn't take the change. Just walked out. And I took his quarter and put it in my pocket. And I put it in a sandwich bag, and I still have it.
You still got the quarter.
Damn right.
What do you use
You'll
the quarter?
never get that money back.
Where's the quarter at?
Oh, well, I'll give it to my mom's. Like, she has it in her safe wherever she has her safe. But like, that's one of my things.
The lucky quarter.
Yeah, dude, it's the Rock's quarter, bro. It's the Rock's quarter.
How old were you?
12.
Oh, so you're in the heat of loving wrestling.
Dude, yeah.
This is the biggest.
I went to the Scorpion King premiere. Right?
Oh my.
Like,
That's
The
a
was
Rock
my
fan.
guy,
That's
dude.
a Rock fan.
Yeah. I went to see The Mummy Returns twice. He's in the movie for 5 minutes. Like, this was my dude, bro.
Now, when he turned heel, did you hate him?
I'm with him.
You were with him.
Yeah, to hell with Pittsburgh, whoever we are. Like, like The Rock could do no wrong. And it bothered me because there were so many times where they got The Rock being the bad guy and then they bring in some dude who they just want to be the guy. The first time Goldberg is in the WWF, he went up against The Rock. I was torn. Broke my heart.
Who won that match? I forgot.
Goldberg.
Was he undefeated still?
No. Kevin Nash messed that up. Yeah, he did, Kevin.
Remember, he was like, "Who's next?"
Yeah, who's next, bro? I've been waiting for him to be in the
love
WWF
Goldberg.
forever. And the first thing he does is kick the shit out of my favorite wrestler. Brock Lesnar, hated him. They used The Rock to boost him. Kurt Angle, hated him. Same thing. The Rock was the guy that he was so up here that he can elevate the new guy coming in that you want to be considered a top star. And so if he was a bad guy, I was a bad guy.
So, how come you haven't been in any of those Rock movies yet? Have you tried to get in on one of those?
We got the same agent. Shout out to Brad Slater.
Shout out. Now, do you want to would you like to do a scene with them or a movie with them?
Absolutely, dude.
How is he as an actor?
I love The Rock because The Rock is The Rock in every movie. Every movie, he's just The Rock. And it's because his star power was so big. I don't want to see him as anything else. But he is doing this movie. I think it's like The Punching Machine. What was it? It's a movie where he's playing a MMA fighter. He looks great. And this is where he wants to show his chops. So I'm super excited to see what my guy got. Because they've been trying to trash my dude's name.
Yeah.
All right. They've been trying to say that he wears the same shirt in every movie, which is probably true. But he's over $1 billion in box office, baby.
Billion.
Yeah, get mad.
And billions.
Yeah, get bad, bro.
I think it's called Moana 2.
Rock, I'm not doing this.
I love The Rock.
These are these people, bro.
I
The
love
Smashing
The Rock.
Machine. The Smashing Machine.
The Smashing Machine, I think, is going to be a great. It doesn't look like him.
Benny Safdie's directing.
If you saw what he looks like dressed up, it does not look like The Rock. And so I'm really excited to see him give his chops. And yeah, one day down the road, we're going to run into each other. Have to, dude. We got to talk shit
That's
about
a
wrestling.
fucking great story, too. That could be part of the promotions for the movie. You guys could throw out the quarter.
Yeah. I'm not throwing out the
But you
quarter.
can have the quarter
Yeah.
on. You know what I mean?
Chill, bro. I don't throw away your memorabilia.
No, you throw out the quarter for like the promo.
Yeah. I feel that.
It'll bring it together.
Mick Foley.
Now let's jump into can you explain Foley? I liked Mankind a little bit.
So Mankind had been in the game for 15
He's
years
always
at this
weird.
point, putting his body through the ringer. He wrestled all over the place. He was 34 at this time. All three of his personas made an appearance in this era: Mankind, Dude Love, and Cactus Jack. Also, he was known for Mr. Sacco.
Sacco.
Kind of thing.
Fucking Sacco. So do you have any little siblings? Younger?
Yeah, I got a younger sister and a younger brother.
I had a younger sister and I had an older brother. And I was going to ask you, with your older brother who got you into wrestling, did you guys have those little wrestling pillows? Remember, like the little the pillows?
Yeah.
And then were you the product of all the wrestling moves for your older brother?
For sure, bro. In the pool? Are you kidding?
And then you
choke
used
slams all day.
And then you did it to your sister.
Oh yeah, that has to happen.
So yeah, same thing for me too.
It has to happen. And then my most prized possession in the world. Like, people don't understand when I say this. This is like my most prized possession. When I was in 4th grade, my parents asked me, first of all, killing it in academics. Report card was through the roof.
Oh, wow.
So they were like, yo, whatever you want for Christmas, we'll get it for you. So what do you want? I want the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. They were like, oh, shit. Okay. Luckily, at that time, WWF started to give out replicas. So they got me a replica of that same title that Mankind is holding, the Big Eagle, as they call it. And it is from 2001. So it still has the WWF logo on it. I can't get another one. So like that thing, I've had it since I was in 4th grade. The leather is super soft now, and it feels like the real title. It is like,
I need a belt.
when I say it is my most prized possession,
I want a belt.
I lived with a girl, and like I knew we were like, you know, when a breakup is about to happen. And so I knew like, yeah, we're not going to make it. And I took 2 things with me before the breakup. I took my PS4 and I took my title and I dropped that shit off at my brother's house. And then we broke up.
Now, did you?
But
put
I knew
the,
she was going to wreck my shit.
Did you put the belt like over the shoulder out the door, or was it like in a bag?
No, I put it in my fist and then raised it as I got in the elevator. Like the end of fucking The Breakfast Club.
The Dropkick Kid.
Don't you
Forget about me. The guy who's going back to his parents beating him.
Yeah, right. But I got this
gotta
nice
go to my
earring.
shitty life. Oh my God.
I think it's Judd
80
Nelson.
movies. They're the best. Oh. I would have put that shit on and walked out. I would have put it. No, you got to put it over the shoulder.
Over shoulder for sure, bro. Over the shoulder. I have probably 11. I got 12 championship belts.
That's sick.
Yeah, I'm a lunatic, bro. WWE shop, bro. They got to ban me.
So with Sacco, signature move. I used to do that to my sister with a dirty sock. She used to hate it. What are your favorite signature moves of all time? She's 2 years younger than me. I mean, of course. My brother was like, give me crab crawlers. He'd hang me by my underwear. And I'd give her the Sacco. It was bad.
I mean,
this was a terrible era.
I feel like
For
choke
kids.
slam. The choke slam was like one of those moves that you, for a kid, you can do it safely, and like you're not doing DDTs properly if you're a kid. But a choke slam is like the perfect into the pool move to do. Obviously,
Stunner.
The spear as well. Stunner. The reason why, like, one of my favorite finishers of all time is the RKO because it comes out of nowhere. The stunner, low key, can come out of nowhere as well. So he had to put in the kick so people would know that the stunner is coming, because before he was just hitting the shit.
Yeah, DDP.
People were
It's the
"Oh,
same
is that
thing
it?"
as Diamond Dallas
Yeah,
Page
the
cutter.
diamond cutter.
It's the same thing.
Also, Sweet Chin Music. Now, a lot of people want to debate that Sweet Chin Music is just a super kick. Sweet Chin Music, you gotta tune up the band for it to be the Sweet Chin Music.
You don't just kick it. You gotta tune it.
Bro, Shawn Michaels is Sweet Chin Music. Like that
We had Shawn
I don't know
on.
where it's great.
He was crazy.
You know, as much as I love The Rock, his finishers just doesn't seem like it would knock you out. The rock bottom, people's elbow for sure. The people's elbow was just to get somebody to laugh. Was it Taker or Triple H? One of those dudes, he was just trying to get him to laugh at a house show, and then it took off, the people's elbow. But it is the most electrifying move in sports entertainment.
I love the sharpshooter by Sting.
Hell yeah.
Or the figure four.
There's Undertaker.
Figure 4 is Sting. Sharpshooter's Brett.
Brett.
And the reason why it's sharpshooter, because he's a hitman. That's the shit.
So the people's elbow was made to make Undertaker laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always want to try to break Taker. They can't break Taker, bro.
Remember when Taker took off his mask? Or was that Kane?
Kane.
Remember that was like a first time seeing like that your parents were putting the fucking gifts under the Christmas tree.
Yeah, bro. I was
Like,
just
wait
about
a
to
minute,
say
is that how he looked?
That was one of the times that
No.
like wrestling broke my heart.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to look like Freddy Krueger under here.
He looked regular.
Yeah. You killed your parents in a fire.
Weren't they
Like, you're a fucking liar. Dude, came up under that mask looking like Wreck-It Ralph.
Exactly. Look too nice.
Yeah.
Look too nice.
Normal dude.
Now
he's a mayor.
where were you when you were watching this match?
Oh, dude, I'm at home in the valley. Shout out Tarzana. But yeah, just more than likely in the living room, big TV. Shout out to the big TV. But yeah, at the house.
Shout out to the house.
You know where the big TV is.
Yeah, that's the
big TV.
the communal room.
That's on that same television is when I watched what's that here? 99? It might have been. But on that the big TV that I'm talking about is the same TV that I watched Mike Tyson bite off Evander Holyfield's ear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was that around this? That was 97.
We were like, as a kid,
That was
being in the
97.
house, I was like, what happened? Like, all I see is this dude jumping around, holding his ear. What happened? And they showed the replay, him spit out the mouthpiece. And I was like, oh, wow. I don't think you could do that.
No.
I'm 6 years old. Like, oh, yeah, bro.
My brother had a graduation party. He was just getting out of high school. We had a huge barbecue. Charles Tharp was there. He was like the best running back in town.
I love how you paint scenes, dude.
And I was sitting there, and I was marveling at how my brother's friends were all drinking beers, but Charles Tharp, the guy who was going to Hawaii for a full scholarship, he had a Coke only.
Ooh.
So I was sitting there watching that, and all of a sudden everyone starts going crazy. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Mike Tyson just bit an ear off.
Yeah. And apparently
I didn't see it. I was watching Charles Tharp's reaction and what he was doing.
Yeah.
Because I was enamored
Yeah, dude.
at his playing style when I was like 11 years old.
He bit somebody's ear off. And apparently,
Bit someone's ear off.
yeah, against the rules.
Yeah. In hockey, it's only a 5-minute penalty.
Yeah, right. It's completely against the rules.
Now the game lead up or the match lead up.
Let me do this. So there's a couple moments that lead
The
up
Raw.
this match, and I'm sure you're this is more for audience at home.
Yeah.
So the moments here that led up to the I Quit match between Mankind and The Rock. There was a Survivor Series where Rock beats Mankind in the finals with this kind of a screw job finish.
Yep.
And this is where The Rock turned full heel and aligned with the corporation.
Yeah.
Then there was the Rock Bottom. At Rock Bottom, there was a rematch with Mankind. Mankind incapacitated The Rock with his mandible claw. However, McMahon said that since it wasn't a pinfall or submission, that it didn't count, and The Rock remained the champion. Then there was Raw is War, where Mankind wins his first WWE championship. It was a crazy match. DX was in Mankind's corner, and then The Rock came out to disrupt it. Yeah. So Mankind was going to get pinned by the cane, and he wanted to do this I Quit match.
And Stone Cold came out.
I'm one ahead. I'm one ahead. So Stone Cold came out out of nowhere and got Mankind to win.
But he was still kind of boys with Mankind.
So then this is the fourth
That's when I was confused.
Yeah. The last moment was what I was talking about, is the Raw, where The Rock challenged Mankind to the I Quit match, but then McMahon was like, okay, before we do this, you got to beat Kane. And Kane was about to pin Mankind. Rock comes out, fucks that up. And then Stone Cold comes out of nowhere and stuns everybody.
Yeah. Lunatic. What a guy, dude. By the way, Broken Skull, delicious.
Good beer.
Great beer, dude.
Good beer.
Great.
I got to check it out.
Black can will get you buzzed, dude.
You know what? I used to get so mad as a kid, though, because they'd always leave you on the craziest cliffhanger on Raw.
Yeah, but that's how they...
I'd be like, no, 5 more minutes.
Yeah, bro. Reel you in, dude.
Go back to school the next day, talk with your boys.
Yeah.
You guys see that? It's bullshit.
And like, this is just like the genius of wrestling. Like, for The Rock, number one, The Rock's not losing at a pay-per-view called Rock Bottom.
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
No.
But for Mankind to obviously have won, but a technicality is the reason why The Rock gets to keep his belt. That is such a essence of wrestling, that you're protecting Mankind by showing that, like, no, he can beat The Rock. But at the same time, you keep the champion, The Rock, to push the story forward. And there's a lot of times where things like that are missed in today's programming, of just like, there are ways to protect your superstars and not make it look like, no, he lost cleanly. Because when you lose cleanly, then you're telling the fans he just doesn't add up to this guy. But when you do things like have matches and there's a DQ finish where somebody gets disqualified, you save both parties and you're able to push the characters still. So like that's just a genius move.
So
I got real wrestling nerd on you right there.
No.
We
but
love
it's
the
true.
nerd stuff.
It keeps the kids, like when we would go home from this, like, no, he didn't fucking say it. Hey, he didn't say it, bro. That shit was fake.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking fake. Mankind
need
won that thing. I swear to God, Mankind won it. Dude, no, I'm not having the Twinkie today. My mom didn't pack it. Okay? She gave me fucking Ritz.
More pressing matter.
But what am I doing? Like, that's exactly what wrestling
that
was.
kid
to me.
water cooler talk.
Water cooler talk. What was your favorite part of this match? Because I'll tell you mine after.
I mean, obviously, my favorite part is Rock winning. But, I mean, how do you forget the chair shots?
See, I thought it was so crazy when he brought him up to the crowd, the tent, when they're like, it's 12 feet up there.
Yeah.
It is 12
Those
feet.
numbers are not real. By the way.
Yeah. She was like 6 feet. But it was at Jim Rose or whatever, Jim, and he
Jim
goes
Ross.
up there.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're like, no way.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it, dude.
Don't do it.
Rock is going to hit him. And he hits him and he goes on the speaker thing and the
flop off the
sparks
speaker.
come out.
Yeah.
It was fucking... Watching it now, I'm like, man, the pyrotechnique guy is really good.
Yeah, you better be on that button.
Because the thing fell over, but he went under it and it didn't fall all the way to where it would crush him.
Yeah.
So they had something there to hold it. So I was sitting there like, props guy's he's on point today.
Yeah, you better be. And that's why, like, that is why I love, like, in my older adulthood, now that I, like, fully grasp what I'm watching and what's going on in all parties involved, I respect it so much because what I do, I get cuts, I get redos, it's not going to be in the movie unless it's perfect.
Yeah.
They are doing what I do live, and they might break an arm. They might tear something.
Maybe concussed.
Yeah, and they have to bring it every week. And there are no, like, hold on, can I get that back? It is what it is, and it determines whether or not you get pushed. It determines your livelihood, how much you can bring it. And there's so many moving parts. If you've ever been to a live wrestling event, during commercials, it is a NASCAR team going on.
Yeah.
Just everything that has to go into the production. And for you to do that with no off season, just every year, you're insane. So it's Broadway with violence.
1,000%. And you can see it. I mean, you can see it when you see the old wrestlers.
The walks.
The walks.
No disrespect.
No
We're just concerned.
But it's like the old football players.
Yeah.
They just look run down, beat up,
Bro, you are
Eating
having
up
war flashbacks. Look at you.
spitting up. Sorry.
Bro, you could feel the grass right there.
Feel it.
Just for some context back home, an I Quit match, the rules are there's no DQs, there's no countouts, no stoppage for blood loss. Only way
In
to
front
win,
of his daughter, goddammit.
the only
Two
way
of
to
'em.
win is to make your opponent say I quit, and you can win by any means.
And Foley doesn't feel pain.
No.
It's from the boiler room.
Yeah. Not with that concussion.
Nah. That was like everyone talks about the violence of these guys, and especially this match with the blood and the 8 or 11 chair hits to Foley's head. But a lot of the athleticism is crazy to watch. Like for them to time up things, even when you know that they're like when you're taking a chair to the head.
Yeah.
Granted, it could be lightly hit, but a couple of those look like it could bang you. And you're definitely getting a little of that. I've been in that world where you're kind of you're buzzing the tower as we talk.
For sure, dude.
So like to be able to perform a line after tower is buzzed,
yeah.
but also be in the right choreography of doing this shit while being fucked up
Yeah.
is gnarly.
And I'm sure with adrenaline, them first 2 shots are like, oh man, we're doing great. 4 or 5 is like, wait, hold on, let's dial it back. 7, 8, you're like, Dwayne, please.
You're handcuffed.
11
Yeah, bro.
assault, as Adam Scheffner would say, assault.
Yeah, you're trying to give like hints with your eyes. It's just like, bro, this is what I do to feed my family. It's just weird times where you kind of gotta take a step back for a second, dude. And these chair shots, I really feel like changed the game for everybody because it's like maybe we shouldn't do this.
Shouldn't.
You know, the last gnarly chair shot I remember after this, from the top of my head, Jeff Hardy cracked the fuck out of Brock Lesnar one time where I was just like, dude,
Yeah.
are you mad at me?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk in the back?
You know, so I'll tell you something. Whenever we would play in Buffalo, you would see this shit happen.
Oh,
This is exactly where Buffalo Bills Mafia gets their little characteristics from. I'm talking like I was watching this thing. I was like, this looks like Bills Mafia.
Oh,
people are
man.
jumping through tables. People are getting hit over the head with chairs. It's fucking crazy.
if I lost 4 Super Bowls in a row, I'd go crazy too.
4 tapping at the door.
Dude, like as a fan, I know the pressure because like when your team's in the championship, it kind of sucks. It's kind of a stressful like, please God, please just let us get this one. Let us get this one. And then you get to the Super Bowl and you lose and you're like, oh, it's the worst feeling ever. And then you do it next year and you do it next year and you do it next year 4 times in a row. I throw up.
Who's the Buffalo Bills equivalent in wrestling?
That's good because
Got there,
everybody
knocked
has
at the
their
door.
day some days. It took Mark Henry 15 years to get his first title.
Maybe it's Mark Henry.
I don't know, but they haven't gotten their first title.
There's no one mean enough on the writing staff to do what the Bills did. Do that to the Bills.
Like, dude, they don't have their first title. They've been to the dance a whole lot. And it's Bill's fault. That's the greatest twist in sports.
Bill.
It was all Bill.
A lot of it was.
Yeah.
So let me put a bow on this match. It wouldn't be a Mankind Rock match if someone didn't go through the announcers table. That happened early.
Of course.
We talked about the speakers. We talked about the handcuffs and the 11
The
different
ladder.
shots to the heads. You want to walk through the ladder? You want to walk through the final moment? We were watching it earlier.
Yeah, he didn't say it.
Definitely didn't.
It was definitely part of the arena.
The best heel move ever, dude.
But how could they stop it? See, they still got me mad.
Yeah.
They still have me fucking mad as
Yeah. Way to
an
go,
adult
Rocky.
now.
Way to go, Rocky, man.
Let's do the aftermath real quick. Hit this. So, this happened. I quit match. Great. Then, not too long after, so the 2 met shortly after at halftime heat, which was during the Super
remember
Bowl.
that.
Yep. I remember watching
Rock.
Yeah, they did counter program Super Bowl halftime, which was Gloria Estefan, Stevie Wonder,
What was it?
and
The
the Big
match
Bad
with
Voodoo
in
Dad.
the with no
Nobody was in there.
Empty
the
arena,
the empty
Yeah.
arena match.
Yeah.
going like through the kitchen and shit. And Mankind ended up winning that by pinning The Rock with a forklift.
Yep. Straight cheating. Also, I just like Super Bowl, I remember things used to happen during halftime of the Super Bowl on other channels. Remember Celebrity Deathmatch did something?
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, man. Bring
Celebrity Deathmatch was awesome.
That was great, dude.
So bad.
It would start so many PR fights nowadays.
But it was
Why'd
pretty
you make our guy
violent too.
lose?
With
Yeah.
like they'd be having guys' heads off and shit.
Dude, my dad landed on Vanilla Ice and iced tea in a block of ice. Shit
That's-
was crazy.
That's great writing.
I'm just glad he got the dub. Nobody wants to see their dad claymation die.
Oh, was it the ice match?
Yeah, bro, it's ice. It's
So much ice.
Yeah, it's a triple threat ice match. Ice Cube won.
Wow. Let's score the game. Name of the game: the I Quit match, the 11 chair shot, blood in the pond, the Rock versus the Sock,
Wow, nice.
or the secondhand CTE game. Which match do you want to call this, O'Shea?
Blood in the Pond is great.
The blood in the pond I Quit match?
Yeah.
The blood in the pond I Quit, because I Quit has to be in there.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows it as that.
Big
Quit
Blood
match.
in the Pond?
That happened in Anaheim.
Yeah, bro. I know. It's great.
Let's score the game. Is this the greatest game of all time? Let's score it. Stakes 0 to 10. Decimals okay, O'Shea.
0 to 10.
Oh, it didn't know it. Steaks.
These are title implications.
It's also Monday Night Rivalry was going on here too.
Yeah.
Monday Night Wars.
I'm going to give it an 8.8.
8.8.
Good score.
Thank you.
I'd give it a 8. I'll give it an 8.
Jack back home had a 7.6. I am a notable wrestling hater with regards to stakes, so it's a 4.8. I stand by it. It's scripted. It's scripted. It's manufactured.
What are you talking about, bro? Some would say the NFL is scripted. Some would say the NFL is scripted. All right, star power, 0 to 10 decimals, okay.
At the time, you know, Rock is really starting to go into the stratosphere. When you're dealing with the title of the entire company, I mean, it's got to be at least in the 8s, bro. So I'm gonna go 8.5.
I'm gonna go 7.3. This wasn't at the Rock's highest.
No.
And Mankind, I love Mankind to death, but it wasn't like a Stone Cold Rock match.
No. Then it goes into the 10.
You know what I mean? That would raise it to a whole nother level.
Me and Jack both had an 8.1.
Gameplay of the match, how it went.
I mean, when you think about all the things,
11 chairs.
Yeah, as you were talking about earlier, the sparks, the chair shots that completely changed the ruling of chair straight to the head. They might have still had some time to do that stuff, but when it comes to the company meeting, this is getting played.
Yeah.
Of like, yeah, we can't do this anymore, guys. They're circling the board. And then for The Rock to use the type of ingenuity to just beat Mankind until he's unconscious and then play it through the arena like he said, I quit. You just don't see that anymore. This is getting a 9 from me.
9.
In front of his family.
In front of his family.
There's that great shot from the documentary after, too, where the cameras were in the locker room with him. Oh,
and
man.
that shirt is ruined.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Noelle Foley. That's Mick's daughter. Me and her have been cool for years.
Heck yeah. I'm going to go with an 8.4. Love. I thought it was great.
Shout out to Randy Moss.
Shout out to
His
Randy Moss.
birthday yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
birthday.
Randy.
Jack had an
Yesterday.
8.9.
Your Patriot stories are hilarious.
I had an 8.8. I really want to fly out to West Virginia and get him on the show. So
We're trying to get him. We're getting him.
Bro, him calling that dude coach almost killed me while I was in the car.
For 6 months.
Bro.
For 6 months.
Almost
We
wrecked the
didn't
Range Rover.
introduce ourselves into the team until like 4 months later.
Yeah, motherfucker, you a player? That shit is wild.
Oh, hell no. This motherfucker's a player.
A player? Do we
I thought he was a coach. And he's country as fuck with his
Yeah,
accent.
bro. Coach.
It was funny. The name of the game, we got to score the name.
All right, so is the name Blood in the Pond?
Blood in the Pond, I Quit match. Blood in the Pond, I Quit match.
The
That you
blood
like?
in the pond.
Bro, that's a 10 for me. Blood in
Okay.
the Pond? That could have been a damn pay-per-view. Blood in the Pond in Anaheim.
The blood in the pond.
They don't even call it the pond anymore.
Yeah.
The Honda Center.
Yeah.
That's retro. It speaks to the violence. That's a 10 out of 10 name, bro. Pay that man.
I'm going 8.8.
You're a hater.
No, that's.
It's
I
that
mean,
Patriot
that's a great.
bullshit.
That's a great score.
Jack had an 8.4. I had a 6.0.
That's a great score.
Blood in the Pond.
I stand
What do you
by it.
want?
I score
Cultural
off of cultural
relevant-
relevance. And there's like 10 other matches I could think of ahead of this one. So that's 6.
Yeah,
Blood
so
in
many
the
of them
pond
are
is
in
like a
Anaheim.
hockey.
We did the Iron Man match with Shawn Michaels from the show. That was also in Anaheim. That was sick.
Oh my God.
All right, where does it
You can
land?
tell I'm a wrestling fan. Look at this score.
A 6.9.
This is an A, obviously.
No.
8.09.
8.8. Where does it rank in all our games? This is gonna go pretty high.
It's our new 30th spot. It's just below the Avery Rule game, Devils versus Rangers. We just did that one.
This shit is rigged. Falcons versus Patriots, huh? Boy,
Is that not the best game? Is that not the best game ever?
Bro.
28-3.
I thought,
Wrestling writers couldn't even write that better.
bro, you used to.
Wrestling writers couldn't write that better.
You would used to have to go to Instagram to see people kiss their own ass this
28
much.
to 3.
But like, my God.
The people voted. I didn't vote this. This is from the people.
I'm very happy for you, Julian.
This is for the people.
I'm very happy
O'Shea.
for you. You should be proud. You're a survivor.
You know, some would say I'm a victim. I don't.
Not like the Falcons.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
What I would
Okay?
say is a
I can't
travesty.
even think. I got to thank the other guys.
Yeah. It's all about the team, bro. 10 other men on that field.
So this
Patrick
match,
Mahomes.
this match is just ahead of the real fight, UFC 229, Khabib versus McGregor.
Yeah, staged.
A bit of a travesty.
Completely staged.
And then I would say, because you're a little bit of a puckhead here, look at this one here, 56. 2011 Stanley Cup Final, Game 7, Bruins Canucks is the
Bro.
56th game.
I mean, that's
I feel
people have spoken.
I feel so bad for any Canadian hockey team. It's like some real bad juju over there.
But they will win the Four Nations Cup, though. That's something.
Who gives a fuck? USA. USA. Damn, dude.
Man,
You sure love you some you.
that wasn't me. I didn't even bowl that game.
Damn, the day after my sister's birthday? That's dope.
Shay, do we miss anything? This
Yeah,
match?
bro, they got to check out, obviously, me being here. I personally would have loved to see Game 7 when Kobe beat the Celtics, but, I'm trying to be nice. But we'll be watching wrestling because I got a wrestling podcast, a No Contest Wrestling Pod, every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday,
Where do
bro.
you get it?
Oh, bro, you could go on YouTube, to the Rich Eisen Show channel. You can see us on Twitter at There's No Contest. And there is No Contest Wrestling Pod on Instagram and TikTok. If you want to see me, I'm at O'Shea Jackson Jr. If you want the smoke, just knock on my door.
And
In the theater near you.
and Den of Thieves 2.
Pantera. You can get that on DVD. Shout out to Borat. We get a steelbook DVD. I know, physical media. Isn't it crazy?
Blue?
They were getting DVD. So,
Are
help
they
people
giving out DVDs still?
Yeah, bro. March 4th. We're getting DVDs, bro. Hell yeah, physical media.
I think I'm going to go to a Blockbuster and get it. I think I'm going to go to a Blockbuster this week.
I'll go to a Hollywood video.
Hollywood. Now I know that's when I know you're weird.
Yeah,
Weird kids went to the Hollywood videos.
Hollywood video, bro. Listen, if Blockbuster don't have it, Hollywood video go.
You know what Hollywood video had, though?
What?
They had the one section you couldn't go in as a kid.
The curtain section.
The curtain section.
Yup.
Blockbuster never had that.
No, that's a family. That's a family establishment.
But I remember going to Hollywood video every once in a while.
Yeah.
And you just take a peek at that section. What is over there? And your dad would grab, get over here.
Breasts. But anyway, Hollywood Video is where I got Super Smash Brothers. Very good game.
Do you
Nintendo
remember
64.
Sega cable?
No.
They used to be able. Before we leave, I'll explain this.
All right. Shout out to Sega Saturn. That's where I thought he was going to go.
No, you used to be able to go to the cable company and you could get this attachment to your Sega. And I remember we got it for like 2-month trial because it was free. And you would get it and you would get like 9 games, 10 games. They would surf.
That's like the Xbox Game Pass that comes on the TV now. They bit from Sega.
Yeah. That was
Julian
years
Edelman,
ago.
bro.
That was, I think it was like Time Warner at the time.
You all right, man.
I remember I had to go to Belmont, California to get it. We went to, it's like,
Elmont.
it was disgusting.
Yeah. I can
Went
imagine.
into that little strip mall. I came out such a happy kid.
Yeah, man.
Dude, thank you so much for coming on. I had a blast.
Absolutely, dude.
My dog, Den of Thieves 2.
I need a
Pantera.
I think you're the only Patriots jersey I'll buy now.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, bro.
We got to get something on the wall.
Absolutely. I'll bring merch.
Man, well, that was an awesome show.
So cool. I love when like a guest comes and just like knows, just knows and fits right in and they get the whole thing. It was awesome.
He has real great knowledge of like the cult following stuff,
Yes.
like anime, video games, wrestling. He knows all that shit.
Dude, how cool would it be if you're
He's
a
like
kid?
half of my friends.
Like to
from
be like
high school.
be an 8-year-old and like love The Rock. I get lunch with The Rock.
Yeah.
Look up to Godzilla. Oh, I'm in Godzilla. You know, Star Wars. I'm in Star Wars. Like that's
Yeah.
fucking tight.
Smart kid though. He's really
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
You could tell he's a smart guy.
Yeah. I'm so glad we got some good puck talk in.
Yeah, he loves I didn't want to ask him about his dad because this is about him.
Yeah.
And I am a fan of him, and I've watched him in the Den of Thieves. I can't wait to see him, and I saw him in that Star Wars Obi-Wan and in the Straight Outta Compton.
I will say, like, just as like a person who likes movies and filmmaker and stuff, I wish we could have talked a little bit about playing your dad is an interesting.
I know, but I think everyone's asking that.
I'm sure, you know.
I'm so like,
yeah.
I think he enjoyed the experience. He had fun.
Well, you got to show up on his show.
I gotta go talk wrestling. I gotta fucking, dude. I went down memory lane in this show. I put myself into eating like a bag of Doritos, having 2 Cokes, thinking I'm stone cold at my mom's house on the illegal box.
I will say,
I didn't want to say that. He grew up rich kid. I didn't grow up like that. We had the illegal box, and we didn't have no big TV room.
your big TV was a medium
my
size.
parents still have a goddamn tube TV.
I wanted to say, like, because you guys both grew up in California, there's one reason only why it's better to grow up in New England than it is California, and it's because in the winter, when there's piles of snow, you can do the fucking DDT into the snow pile. You can do the choke slam into the. You can go full wrestling, hardcore. No one's breaking.
But
a
did
neck.
you hear
It's
what
awesome.
O'Shea said?
In the pool?
Yeah, the pool is the best place to do all those.
I
Off the
have
diving
to
board,
disagree. I have
fucking
to disagree.
suplex.
Have to disagree. A pile of snow. There's nothing like a pile of snow doing
That we can do
wrestling.
that too. You know what we do? We go drive 2 hours to the fucking Bear.
Let's do it. Relax with that.
All right, dude. All right, sorry. We'll go do it on the sand on the beach.
Do it with some Epsom salt.
Okay. that Epsom salt.
It's gnarly.
I watch these actors, what they do for those shots. You know, it's crazy. Freaking Tom Cruise and his stunts and Jackie Chan and stuff. I know now. I know that's completely different.
Those guys are in a league of their own.
I know, but
Yeah.
even stupid stuff like that, you know. All right, let's get into it, guys. It's time for the Chill Zone, brought to you by Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/GWN and celebrate responsibly. Everyone, you gotta go and put the /GWN Coors Light to show them how great of a sponsorship thingy we are.
They keep sending every time I go to the post office. They keep sending something cool.
Yeah.
we got all these cool neon signs. There's a bunch more stuff.
You know what? I'm honestly, this was like one of the coolest sponsors.
Yeah, it's like
It was never like my brother, like on the West Coast where I grew up. When I went to college, I was like, yo, give me a Colorado Kool-Aid. They were Bud Light people. We didn't drink Bud Light where I was from. We always wanted that Rocky Mountain Fresh. You know, look at them 2 Blue Mountains, they cold. We wanted those. It's from the Rockies. You see those commercials where that fucking snow water that looks like it's frigid. Absolutely. I want to put my hand in there to freeze it off sometimes. Like if I have an injury, that's how cold that is. And that's pretty much what you feel like when you're drinking that goddamn Coors Light. You know what I mean? I love it.
Coors is my favorite too. If I was buying beer, I'd always roll up with a 30-pack of Coors.
Now, I know this is a Coors Light sponsorship, but Coors, the banquet beer. Same pairing company, but the banquet beer? Shit.
Banquet beer.
Who we think we are here in the Nut House. We're going to get into a little what?
Super Bowl recap.
Super Bowl recap? Let's recap it.
Jack put some questions together to hear about your time in New Orleans. What was the best part of your week?
Best part of my week. I really enjoyed going to the Chiefs practice.
Yes. Will you talk more about that? If what you can.
Fucking, I get a text from the Fox people who wants to go to practice. I'm sitting like, all right, I'll probably go to Phillies practice, whatever. I was like, no way they'll let me go to the Chiefs. Little I know, I see Kansas City practice. I'm like, fuck, I want to go check it out. You know, I'm part of the evil empire. They're going to let me in there?
Little DV camera in the corner.
Yeah, I didn't want to say. No, I'm joking. But I was just like, man, that's cool. I want to see what their operations like. I want to see the crispness of their practice. And I got to go in there and it just brought up a bunch of memories of, going to the local college. We went to Georgia Tech. It kind of gave me that same vibe. They were at Tulane, the Super Bowl grass, like the practice grass was nice. I remember that in Arizona and Georgia. It just brought a lot of comforting memories back. And then it was also great to see, the great organization of Kansas City. I mean, this is a great organization. They've been balling. I wanted to see what it looked like behind the scenes, and it was exactly what I expected. Patrick Mahomes, very professional, getting his work in. I know they didn't perform their best, but they looked the part. Mm-hmm. They practiced hard. They were always doing stuff. And I was really impressed. Got to meet Brett Veach. He was a huge fan of the podcast.
2-inch.
Yeah, 2-inch. He had a lot of stuff to say. I want him. He said he would come on Games with Names to reopen that story and tell the truth about that story with Eric Stone Street and his first meeting of Tom Brady. He wants to tell the truth.
Ooh, I like that. What a tease. We need more GMs on the show.
Yeah. And he was awesome. He was, they were the hospitality from the Chiefs. It was funny. A lot of the staff, like, I saw, Brendan Daly, he coached with us, got to spend some time with him. But a lot of staff would come up to me and say, "You touched it," like talking about the punt.
Yeah.
I was like, we fucking threw a pick the next play, guys.
That's like 3 Super Bowls ago. Like, chill.
Hey, you guys are at the top right now. About to go for a 3-peat. Chill out. Okay. But it was a great experience to get to go and I would say that was probably one of the best parts. Also, we went on a fan boat tour. Fan boat tour was awesome. Shout out to, I think it was Blazing Gators or something. I don't know. We'll put something in there. We didn't tell them that we were coming. We kind of just did the regular book a trip. They came and picked us up in the short bus, and then we went out to the bayou. Okay, first thing I thought, this is awesome. Second thing I thought, boy, that's some dirty ass water. That's some dirty water. I was thinking about that song "Dirty Water" by the Dirty Water Boston. That's dirty water. Yeah. Bayou is dirty water. Charles looks like you could drink. That looks like Crystal Geyser. Crystal Geyser compared to the water I saw in the bayou. Beautiful. Ecosystem huge. Animals everywhere. Stench was terrible in certain areas.
The smell score, low.
Beauty, unreal. People, awesome. The tour, everyone, awesome. Little dirty. The water was dirty. Yeah.
I'm going to go back to the Chiefs practice real quick. What's something that they did that you were like, yep, that's something we did? What's something that they were doing, and whatever you want to say?
I'll just say this. What they did that was very similar to what we did, we didn't have any wasted time. So when your defense was out going against the scout team, like the offense technically has that time off. But what the offense was doing is you'd see the big linemen working on their blitz protections, like doing a blitz period pickup, like on that extra time. You'd see the quarterbacks and the receivers doing a scramble drill. You'd see, the running backs working ball security. There was just efficient time being used, which is very similar to how we were. You really very rarely had chill time unless you were like an old guy that couldn't run anymore, like me when older. But
what's something they did that it was like, oh, that's interesting. We could have done something like that.
Nah, there's multiples away to the top.
Last Chiefs practice question: did Andy Reid smell like hamburgers or chicken nuggets?
He smelled like musk. Ooh, like old man musk. He was cool. He brought me up. He brought me to him. I fucking enjoyed hanging out with him for like the 2 seconds that I did. He made me feel like
he's got that thing.
He's got that thing. I tried to reference the fingies or the nuggies. I don't think he ate that up real well. Didn't love that. But
I like that. It makes me respect him more.
Yeah. Trav was cool. He came up to me at practice. I know he's been getting a lot of headlines, but you know, something be said that you gotta tip your cap to those guys. They've been in a lot of important games the last lot of years.
Now, who's the coolest person you ran into your weekend?
I think when we went to the Bert Kreischer show,
Shane Gills was just talking about you on his podcast. Some guy came in for a hug.
I don't know. There was some guy behind. I don't know. There was like a green room, and I don't know. Like I didn't know everyone, so you're kind of in like alert mode.
Everyone could be somebody.
And I'm kind of just reading the room when I just walk into this place and I see Tyreek Hill. And so I go over to Tyreek and we start talking and, had our conversation. And there's other people that I don't necessarily recognize until after the point.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's other comics like Tony, I Kill Tony I came up.
Say his last name.
Glitchclef. What
pretty
is
good.
it?
Tony Hinchcliffe. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Hitchcliffe. That dude was funny. I saw Nikki. I met her boyfriend. I went up to her boyfriend. I go, I don't know how you do it. Half her bit is just crazy talk about like how she hates him, how she wants to leave him, but she's satisfied. And like, that's now I get it. There's a thing to the art.
Creative license. Yeah.
But like, a lot of those things come from, I don't know. It's just got to be uncomfortable. I just said, man, you got thick skin. That's all I said to him.
The guy that went up to hug you did you see the tire show?
I didn't. So I didn't. There was people that I didn't know, and there. You know what I mean? I don't really remember it.
This guy?
I don't know. And then we were also on the side. We were on like a side stage area where like I was kind of like trying to watch the show.
Yeah.
Because I was getting into the bits, and I'm like sober, and everyone's hammered. You know what I mean? So like I also have that like barrier up where like there's drunk people around like doing shit. So I'm like, watching the show, and then there's like a couple people, and like I'm trying to like, I'm in a joke. I'm like mid joke, like, and I need to like concentrate when I listen to like stand up.
Yeah.
Like I have to do math in my head to like understand the joke sometimes. I'm not the brightest box of rocks. All right. So like it takes me time to digest it.
You're like the smartest box of rocks.
Huh?
You're really smart box of rocks.
Regardless, it takes me time. So I have to digest a lot of the comedy. Like sometimes like Tony was making fun of like, well, 20% of you guys could have thought it was a racist joke, and then 50% of you guys could have thought it was this. And so he explained the joke out. He goes, for the people that think it's like this, which I thought it was, that kind of joke. He goes, you guys are like dumb. Like that's not where it was designed. So I'm like, oh, that's the kind of shit I got to do.
Yeah.
So I thought it was funny. Adam Ray, he was cool as fuck.
He's here. We got to get him.
Yeah,
on.
he was. Adam Ray. He was really funny, and he was just cool to hang out with.
Yeah.
Like we were in the green room after, and this dude's dressed up as Dr. Phil. Try to have a serious conversation. Like we're talking like podcasting and shit. Try to have a serious conversation with the guy. And I couldn't like not laugh sometimes in my head the whole time. But that was cool. Bert was awesome.
Bert
is jacked right now.
Remember,
Like,
he was on that journey when he came here.
He was on that journey.
Yeah.
I seen the transformation of those shoulders.
Enough times passed.
I've seen the transformation of your fucking shoulders. And that gut, that's a strong gut. Like I was touching it. That thing's like fucking, that's like some Vince Wilfork gut. Like they're like ab
We'll
gut.
clip that up, and I'm sure he'll share that.
It's like ab gut. It's like where it's hard. It's not like it's fucking fat. It's like a hard muscle. Dude, that was a fun experience, and it was cool. It was away from everything. I think it was at Louisiana State University or New Orleans University. That wasn't at Tulane. The practice was at Tulane. And then I actually at the practice, I went and looked at the baseball. I wanted to go take BP with the boys. They offered it too, but I had to leave with Fox. But back to where the comedy was, the show, it was away from everything, so it was kind of cool to get away and go through New Orleans.
So real quick, just to put a bow on this, Shane Gillis on his podcast said that his drunk friend who stars in Tires tried to hug you, and you said, he says, "Can I give you a hug?" And you said, "Why?"
Why?
So my question to you is, what could he have?
I think I may remember that.
What?
Like, why does this guy want to give me a hug?
What could he have said in that moment that you would have actually given him a hug?
I don't know. He
Cancer?
came up with something.
Got cancer? What do you?
Yeah, like I
A big
watched
fan?
you.
Would a big fan get a hug?
Probably. Give me an answer, anything. It's not that hard. You just got to have a reason. But if it's a bullshit reason, then like give me some. Yeah, I'll yes and no some. Why don't you give me some?
I just got fired today.
That's like a half hug. Like,
Half-
all right,
just
that's
on
like
the
one
side.
of these. Like, hey, all right,
Yeah.
dude. That's an arm around.
What if I was a fan of you before 2013?
Yeah, dude, get over here. Come on, let's bring it in for the real deal.
What if it was?
Give me a stat or something. You give me something. You can't just come in. Give me a fucking, I was at a game, I saw you this or that.
Yeah.
I was at the game where you housed a punt or.
What about I just ordered Coors Light from CoorsLight.com/GWN?
Give me a kiss.
All right, that's great. Any other things from the Super Bowl?
I didn't even get to watch the halftime show.
It was cool. It was good. Sam Jackson was in it. That's tight.
I know. I saw the picture, but the audio was out where we were watching the game. We were watching it under the bleachers in this like made green room, which was awesome. Kind of snuck out and watched it for a little. They were kind of like, it's Super Bowl's like Fort Knox with all the security credentials, this, that, the other.
Yeah, particularly this year.
I didn't even want to deal with it. So like I went to the bathroom and I peeked my head out and watched a little of it and went back in and watched the halftime show with no audio.
Which feels like the worst possible experience.
And it was delayed because I could hear it from outside. It was like right above me. So like I was trying to put it together in my head the whole time. Like, but I was like, this is like 2 seconds off. And then I'd be like, is it before or after? He said, oh, it's after. No, it's before. Those beats all got to hit up.
Awesome. Well, I feel like that's a successful Chill Zone segment.
Yeah, great restaurants, great food.
Do you have an early prediction for the Super Bowl next year in San Francisco?
Early prediction? No, dude.
Hard before
What
free
the
agency.
fuck
It's
are we
hard before
doing?
the draft.
Yeah, dude. What are we, just clickbait material? What the fuck is this?
Chargers 49ers. You've heard it here first.
I think these guys and these guys. I need some cred.
All right,
That South Park, dude. If you guys haven't seen that South Park, that shit is so funny. That the influencer OnlyFans one is so hilarious because I'm literally dealing with it at home. It's about an episode where the kids at school want cred, which is like trying to make fun of Prime or whatever.
Yeah.
I got my daughter coming home asking me about Feastables and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is a fish? She goes, it's Mr. Beast's a candy thing. I'm like, what? How do you know? Where do you even get it? She goes, 7-Eleven. I'm like, how do you know where to get it? She goes, this kid told me. There's two. We got two in the class, I think. Well, that was the Chill Zone. Thanks to our favorite beer, Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/GWN and celebrate responsibly. Well, thanks again to O'Shea Jackson. Everyone go out and see Den of Thieves 2. Den of Thieves 2 Pantera is available now on premium video, on demand, and on 4K UHD Steelbook, Blu-ray, and DVD March 4th from Lionsgate. Well, that's been another episode of Games with Names. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Comment a game you want us to do, and remember,
Rate and review.
leave us a 5-star review on Spotify while you're there. Remember to follow Games with Names on YouTube, Instagram, X, TikTok, and Snapchat. Leave a comment on the YouTube full episode. We'll read the best comments on the show, future episodes. Those are always super fun. I love that stuff. I like hearing people that actually listen to our shit.
Yeah,
Kind of cool.
It is nice.
That's the thing about New Orleans too, is when people come up to me, they all say they like the podcast. First responders, fans, Philly fans, Chiefs fans. That was fucking crazy. We got to leave a message on the old hotline, 424-291-2290. We'll see you guys next week. Games with Names is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.